Terry fan, in the mood to make another top list. This time I'm going to talk about my top 25 favorite matches that take place at the WWE pay-per-view series SummerSlam. I just thought that I couldn't narrow it down to a top 10, so I had to do a top 25. I don't want no complaints about where I rank the matches, please. Just to be happy they made the list. Let's get started. I'm going down to the bottom of this list. Coming in at number 1. I'm sorry. What am I thinking? I'm not going to give you all the first match. That's my favorite. Number 25. Edge versus Lance Storm for the Intercontinental title at SummerSlam 2001. This was a very good match. Coming in at number 24. Jeff Jarrett versus D'Lo Brown, SummerSlam 1999. European title and the Intercontinental title were both on the line. This was a very good match. It was just not talked about a lot, because probably just Jeff Jarrett's an asshole. Chris Jericho versus Rhino, SummerSlam 2001, comes in at number 23. This was a very good match. Chris Jericho can put on a very good match. Sometimes he don't put on great matches, but this one was actually pretty good. Coming in at number 22, SummerSlam 2008. The Undertaker vs. Edge, Hell in a Cell. What more can be said about this match? Coming in at number 21, Kurt Angle vs. Brock Lesnar, SummerSlam 2003. The infamous match where the famous "You Tap Out" chant was born. Coming in at number 20, Kurt Angle vs. Eddie Guerrero, SummerSlam 2004. One of the few good matches from that pay-per-view. I didn't care too much for that pay-per-view. They worked an excellent match. Robert M. versus Jeff Hardy, SummerSlam 2001, comes in at number 19. A very good ladder match. If I recall, this was not on the ladder match DVD. Coming in at number 18, The Rock versus Booker T, SummerSlam 2001. This was a very wild match for the WCW title. And the Hardcore title was on the line for Jeff Hardy and RVD's ladder match at SummerSlam 2001. Coming in at number 17, Edge and Christian versus the Hardy Boys versus the Dudley Boys, SummerSlam 2000. Tables, ladders, and chairs. Enough said. Coming in at number 16, The Undertaker and the Big Show versus X-Pac and Kane, SummerSlam 1999. This was a very good tag team match. Coming in at number 15, the Brothers of Destruction, Kane and the Undertaker versus Cannon and Diamond Dallas Page, SummerSlam 2001 steel cage match. This was a very good match. Kane was told to let Cannon go, and Cannon ran away, leaving DDP to the Wolves. Coming in at number 14, Vader vs. Shawn Michaels, SummerSlam 1996. Very good match. Coming in at number 13, The Undertaker vs. Bret Hart, SummerSlam 1999. I'm sorry. This was a very good and a very controversial match, where at the end Shawn Michaels screwed The Undertaker because Bret Hart spit in Shawn Michaels' face. Shawn was going to retaliate. He planned to hit Bret Hart with a chair. Bret ducked, and The Undertaker got hit with a chair. This led to their feud. This led to The Undertaker and Shawn Michaels' feud, leading up to the classic Hell in a Cell match at Bad Blood 2 months later. Coming in at number 12, The Rock versus Triple H ladder match, SummerSlam 1998. This was a very underrated match in their careers. They actually worked a very cool ladder match. Coming in at number 11, The Undertaker vs. Randy Orton, SummerSlam 2005. This was a very good match and a very good feud in 2005. Coming in at number 10, getting into the top 10, The Rock versus Kurt Angle versus Triple H, SummerSlam 2000. The match where Kurt Angle was wrestling with a concussion, and he worked his ass off in that match, but The Rock retained the title. Coming in at number 9, Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Kurt Angle, SummerSlam 2001. This was a classic battle and a controversial ending to this match. SummerSlam usually has some controversial endings. Now we got the infamous match where Owen Hart versus Stone Cold Steve Austin, SummerSlam 1997. This was the match where Stone Cold had his neck broken, but he continued the match. And it was actually a good match. It's just after Austin got hurt, he actually saw Owen's face that he hoped Stone Cold was okay, because it was completely, everybody knew it was an accident. It was just completely an accident. Even Stone Cold said in his book that Owen felt bad about what happened. Coming in at number 7, the classic Barroom Brawl match from SummerSlam 1996, The Undertaker versus Mankind. This was the match where The Undertaker lost the match thanks to Paul Bearer, who portrayed him. Coming in at number 6, Taz versus Shane McMahon, SummerSlam 1999. I remember a lot of the build-up to the match where Taz was dating Shane's sister, Stephanie. They had a little deal. If Shane won, Taz would break up with Stephanie, but if Taz won, he can date her. And Taz put on a hell of a fight. This might have been Taz's best match on pay-per-view, in my opinion. Coming in at number 5, Shawn Michaels versus Triple H, SummerSlam 2002. Shawn Michaels returned after a 4-year absence in wrestling, and he still gave a hell of a fight. Coming in at number 4, probably my favorite match from SummerSlam 05 is Eddie Guerrero versus Rey Mysterio on a ladder match for the custody of Rey's son. This was a classic ladder match. A lot of emotion went into this match too. Speaking of emotions, the classic steel cage match coming in at number 4, SummerSlam 1994, with Owen Hart versus Bret Hart for the World Wrestling Federation title. Very cool match. This was a classic match. The steel cage with the blue bars, that's old school. This was a classic battle. Coming in at number 2, the British Bulldog versus Bret Hart, Intercontinental title, SummerSlam 1992. What more can be said about this classic match? And they main evented the pay-per-view too. They were going to give their all. Coming in, my favorite match of all time is The Undertaker versus Stone Cold Steve Austin, SummerSlam 1998. This was a classic match. These two just had a fight. They just literally had a fight. But they worked an excellent match. A lot of great spots in this match. My favorite part in the match is when The Undertaker had Stone Cold on the announce table. JR was going, "He's 6'6", he's 325, don't do it,